Alright, so it's been a while since I've hit this one, and it doesn't look like I have missed much. Still just a bunch of trash that they're dumping out, nothing good like wire or good metal. Yeah, just junk. Insulation, more boxes. Ooh, food, nastiness. This stuff is a major pain to deal with. It gets tangled in everything. I'm not touching it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. So let's go take a look at the one over here. Let's see if this one is just still full of concrete. Yep, there's a little bit of conduit there, but looks like all the wire's been stripped out of it. I'm gonna grab it anyway, and that's it. So a little bit of scrap, but not much. So let me grab that and head out. All right, next one. Some more pipe there. I see wire and see more wire out of that light fixture. So gotta jump in here quick and get this out because I know security was at the other location. So let's get this going. Wire out of here. that's everything I gotta clean up real quick and get out of here. So tons of wire, that bag's full of wire. Found a couple of transformers and a little bit of other metal. So let me get this in the truck and get moving. Alright, I think this one probably just been emptied, and it has, looks like just trash. Yep, just trash. Alright, next set, and I do see there's nothing there. A little bit of metal on that, but there's some metal down here too. Doesn't weigh anything, neither does that, but I'll take it because I'm here. A little bit of wire. More metal. Yeah, this one's got a little bit of stuff in it. That piece of kit, yeah, they've been emptying a lot of this conduit out lately, probably because the price has gone up. I see a little bit of metal in there. Substance. Yeah, without digging too far into this, and if I saw something back there, I'd go after it, but I just don't see much more than cardboard and really thin light metal, so I think that's it for this one. Here again, empty. Either someone else is pulling it or they are. I wouldn't be surprised if they are. I would if I was them. A little bit of metal, some insulation, block. It's a nice 4x4. It goes all the way down. Actually, I could probably use that. I might take that one. There's another one over there. Yeah, I'm going to take those. That's a nice piece of metal panel, so I'll grab that. Cardboard. A little bit, and it's aluminum metal wire. Drop that down there. Yeah, this is full, but mostly full of cardboard. So do you see that back there? If you see that, that's metal. So, fortunately on this one, I'm going to have to put my phone down. I'm going to have to dig around with two hands. And we'll check out one more. Yeah, these are all just jam-packed. garbage, but I do see, yeah, so there's some metal. Clean up after myself after this one. Yeah, a little bit of metal, there's some good metal right there. So take that. And that's copper, so that is not a bad piece of copper right there. It's a decent piece of metal on that one too. Alright, I'm going to have to put the phone down and take a look, because this is going to take me a while with two hands, nonetheless one, so sorry about that, but got to get in and see what I can find. Alright, so in that last one, I only found what we saw on camera and maybe one other panel, so it was about 30 pounds of metal, and that was it, and I could only get the one 4x4. Ooh, there is a metal radiator back there. I don't know if you can see that or not. I am going to pull that out. But I can only get the one 4x4 because the other one was screwed to wood at the bottom of the dumpster and I wasn't going after it. So this one looks jam-packed, and it is. Trash. Looks like books. Shred paper and blue book, building and construction. I feel more books in there, but I've got no reason to go after those. That's plastic. I see something way back there, but man, I am not. No way am I moving all this stuff. Oh wow! So these are the nice cardboard drum. I could actually use that for scrapping maybe. And this is some good. That's good. Like it's almost like a reflective material, but I think it's packaging. It's actually nice stuff, but it is completely buried under all this. Look at this. This is crazy. Fun to bake oven. It's actually in there. Look at that. I'll take the whole box. Take a look at it later. So come with me. I don't know. I might take that. It would be nice to have, but I've already got so many containers. I don't know if I really need another one. Anyway, let's feel something up here. Paint tray. It's just a bunch of junk. Yeah, so there's something else metal back there. I'm gonna have to dig that out. Oh, and I see that too. Yeah, there's actually a bunch of metal stuff. Now that I've moved all this out of the way, I am gonna have to do some digging. That crate. Alright, so that's what I got. Just a bunch of small pieces of metal. Whatever this crate flex wave thing is. I don't know if the guts are in the back. I can't really tell that well if they're all there or not. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this reflectix type stuff. I can use that for packing if I have to, but that's the extent of it. No, nothing here, and no, nothing here. So that there might be the reason I keep finding wood inside these, because they just built themselves a little deck and some shelving. Ooh, what's that? That's got copper on it. That's coming out with me. Let's see if I can pull that out. I don't know what that is, but it's about a good 30 plus pounds, so I'll take that. That's definitely plastic. Oh, that's that shredder. I thought I could take the top off, and I can't. I got to take the whole unit, so I left it last time. I'm not taking it this time either. And it doesn't look like there's much over there, but we'll take a closer look. And I don't even see any wire or anything to go after. Nope. That's it for this one too. Alright, so the last two dumpsters of the night. Oh man, look at that. I'm gonna have to make some room in the truck for that. Looks like there's some good boxes to go through. I'm actually gonna grab one of these if I have room. Oh, look at all those lights. This is a bad night to get all that. I am definitely coming back tomorrow, and this will be my destination. I will just grab all that stuff. Man, and all that piping. I'm gonna grab what I can today, but I don't think those lights are gonna fit. I've still got the washer in there, so tomorrow I'm gonna make a scrap run, I think. Unload everything, and then come back tomorrow and grab all that. I'll grab all the rest of this metal. Still go through all the boxes, but yeah, those are coming with me. And then the other one that they have sitting here is completely empty. All right, so all I gotta do is worry about the one. All right, down in the bowels, and I really want all this. I could reorganize the entire truck, but I'm just not going to. I am going to try to take all this long conduit, and then hopefully tomorrow when I come back I won't regret my decision. But until then, so what is this? This is refrigerant, so should be empty, but I can definitely tell. And then I'm gonna try to do something to this to make it so that I can turn it in, do it cheap and easy. We'll see. Actually, there's already a hole in it. That's nice. I'm taking that. Come on up. I'll take that with the rest of the stuff. Oh man, there's a bunch of them in here. I wonder if they're all... Yeah, that one's got a hole through it too, so I can take that one. I should have been checking these all along. And this one also has a hole in it. So yeah, I can turn all these in. I should be able to. I'll just ask them before I do and make sure. Man, look at all the wire on this stuff. Yeah. Hopefully a whole bunch of junk doesn't get dumped on it tonight. So, let's see. That's good. I'll take that. Use the paper for something. I'm just supposed to take that whole thing. Yeah, this thing, that whole section can come with me. Is anything good in some of these boxes? Nope, nope, nope. Sometimes there's a little bit of copper in here, but not that time. That's just that. Nothing in there. Nothing. Nope. That's just a big refrigerator door. Nothing in there. That's empty. This thing. No. Yeah, I don't have a glove on that hand. I should be filming this hand so that I've got a glove on this one. So that's still taped closed, so I'm just going to take the whole box on that one. That's empty. That's empty. There is a small battery. That's empty. And I think somebody's been through these. I usually find something, but not today. Like nothing at all. So I will take that thing. Yeah, it's just a bunch of padding underneath this box. And then, I don't know. I'll load up that, those, and the conduit, and then see what else I can fit. If I can take a few of these, I'll take them. Maybe I can bend them in half easy and then just really tie down the load. So, all right, I'll start doing that. So it's the next morning or early afternoon, and here is my haul from yesterday. I apologize about the footage last night, but the camera was acting up again. I am in the process of fixing that, and also I left a lot later than I normally do, so I ran into or try to avoid security more than I usually do, and also ran into a lot of wouldn't be onlookers, but they would be if I was talking and if I was exposed. So there's especially one place where I got a lot of like this type of pipe here, as well as all that cat wire, where there was a drop off at that point, and a lot of cars were coming in and out, and they were dropping off samples. So anyway, because of that, I wasn't able to film like I like to, but it is what it is. So here's what I ended up with. All of this, I said I wasn't going to take a lot of those, but I say I took about 2/3 of it plus all the conduit. I made it work even though I wasn't really set up for it. So I'm happy about that. I only left about 8 or 9 like I mentioned last night, and got some good metal out of that. I did manage to get the 4x4, so I'll put that to good use here at the house. And then I've got things like stainless steel as well as carpeting. The carpeting is for me. I think it is used, but I am actually throwing that over mud spots at my recycling area behind my shop until we can get tons of rock to cover that area as well. So until that's done, the carpeting is going to come in very useful, and then when I'm done with it, I'll just throw it out. And no one sees it, so it doesn't look too redneck. So I also found a radiator here that was in one of the dumpsters, a full file cabinet, that's just one of the drawers. And then I've got a lot of stuff underneath here, as well as the tanks that I talked about. I got 3 of those. But I do have this Reflectix. That is actually what it is. It was used as a packing material, but this is very similar to Reflectix. For those of you that come from my other channel, Simple Overlander, you'll know that I use that along with some fabric in my windows to insulate, as well as above my headliner. So I am not going to throw that away, and I'm probably not going to really use it. So if there's anybody in the Greensboro, Winston-Salem area that wants this stuff, I'll give it to you. You can have it. Some of it is wrinkled, but there's plenty of good stuff. You could definitely do 1 or 2 vehicles with that, and just hit me up. I'd like to pass it along, but otherwise, I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. I will not ship it. That is a huge pain to ship. I don't want to even think about that. I found this bag of a bunch of small conduit and wire that I need to go through. That I found on my way out. I was climbing out of the dumpster. I kind of am set up in the way that I hunt for stuff that I don't really pay attention to bags, trash bags and things of that nature. So that's probably why I didn't see it. But I did spot it on the way out, so I took it. Then there's this, I think, Amplifier. It was on layaway back in 11/18 of 2010. So I don't know if it works. I have no way to check out if it works. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably look up the value of it. If it's nothing special, then I will just scrap it. But it looks like the guts are all there, the speaker's there, and the unit is all complete. So maybe something went wrong with it on the inside. Maybe it blew a fuse. I have no idea, but I'm not going to worry about it, other than just checking to see if that's a good brand, and if it is, I'll do something. The Fun to Bake oven that I found, this is actually just a picture. I thought maybe it would open up, but it doesn't. Yeah, stuff slides in here and comes out here. There's no tray inside. It has been used, but it was nicely packed with the styrofoam and everything in there like it was new. So I'll just cut the cord and throw that out. I'm not even going to deal with it. There's the radiator that I found. And then I've got just a ton of other stuff. The one thing that I found in the neon green dumpster, this thing here is some kind of fluid feeder. So I think it's been drained. I got to check. I'm not sure what would be in there. But that's just going to get scrapped out. That was under pressure, but you can see that it's no longer under pressure. But I really need to get at this. This is going to take me probably a couple of hours to go through. I thought about going to the scrapyard and going through it there while I was unloading. It is an open area. I'd be able to do that, but it would take forever, and I would just rather do it here. So enough jabbering. I got to get this stuff unloaded and get to the scrapyard. All right, so here it all is sorted out, and unfortunately I haven't got any hits on the radiator. I'm just going to turn that in for the $7 to $10 that I'm going to get in scrap. It's unfortunate. I like it, but I do not want to lift that onto the truck one more time. So if somebody bought it, it would come off. I thought about even keeping it for something that I want to do in the future, but once that comes off, it's staying off, so it's going to have to be the scrapyard, unfortunately. But here's all the pipe, all the light fixtures, and then everything else is sorted. I've got my sorted out wire minus some stuff that I kept the ends on for really low grade wire. It doesn't matter. And then that's my shred container, the small one. This, unfortunately, most of the wiring that came out of the light fixtures was all aluminum, so I had to separate that out. And then this is my other non-ferrous box of just boards and stainless steel, aluminum, and other miscellaneous things. This LG box, there's actually an unopened box inside that. I haven't looked up what the model number is, but I will see if that's something that I can flip on eBay. And then there's the cabinet that I picked up. These light fixtures, I think that's going to be stainless steel, but it might be aluminum. And then there's the rest of it with the carpeting and the radiator. And I am going to keep the amp and just see if I can flip that real quick. I don't know if I can test it, so maybe someone will take a chance. Can't turn that into scrap because it's not really, doesn't really have that much metal in it. The tow hitch back there, that's mine. So the feeder here, I'm not going to turn that in today unless I decide to go ahead and cut off the brass fitting, but I do want to get that off before I turn all this in. And then here is the rest of the pile that I have from other runs that I've done. Not too much, but it is something. And I'm not going to the scrapyard with the small scales, so I'll keep the evaporators and aluminum, all my non-ferrous stuff, and turn that in another day. So for that load, it ended up being 1,080 pounds at 6.75 cents a pound. That came out to $73, so not a bad payday. Most of that came from last night. I'd say over half of it at least, so that was a pretty good run last night for shred. And I also got a bunch of non-ferrous stuff along with it. So overall, pretty good deal. And I was hoping that shred price would go up a little bit, but it isn't, even though it is going up nationally. But no big deal, I'll still take it.